Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on it. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. I just seen someone say, well, being at the top of the whiz, what's that going to whiz on the whiz? You guys are crazy, man. God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I don't know what happened here. There we go. Appreciate each and every one of you. What's going on over here? Doesn't look right. Why does not look right? What's going on? All right, it looks fine. I don't know. I'm just bugging out. Hey, where's my pocket square over here? Who was touching my pocket square? I was you. Was it you? Who was it in there? Hey, shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. My name's Sammy Price. I'm a character. I've been a character. I was raised by a character. I was raised by characters in Boston. If you know what it's like. If you're like a Philly guy, Boston guy, New York guy, you know what it's like. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate all of you for hanging out. Kicking it with the life, the taco meat. This guy's ridiculous. Now you got to get the double button on a Sunday. Yeah. Let's get it going. Hey, Paisan. Hey. Got to get the gold showing over here. Hey. Hey, don't touch me, huh? Don't touch me. I forgot the rollie. It is what it is. What are you going to do? Let's take a look at BTC and see what's happening on the day. Trade of the week. The trade most likely to play out on the week is virtuals inside of this flag. Getting tighter and tighter. I'm in it. We'll see what happens. I may bail if it just loses this key level and get back in, but I want to see if this thing could pump. And then Ethereum looked nice, like it was going to make a move out of this flag, and then it didn't. All right, it made shoulder kind of head. It was getting tight right there, and then it slumped out. We're going to talk about that in a second. Don't be chasing Bitcoin here. We're going to see what's going to happen. Is it Bitcoin along, or what's going on? A lot of people are saying dead cat bounce. A lot of people are saying this is the beginning of a big rally. What am I saying? What's going on? Let's break it down. Well, number one, the people that are calling this a dead cat bounce weren't calling the bottom. You get it? They were saying, oh, it's probably going to go lower. So the people that are saying this isn't a real rally are already off. They were off in the beginning, right? We knew this is a real rally because why? It was spawned by hidden bullish divergence. We knew that there was hidden bullish divergence says that the trend will continue. You'll break this high before you break this low. And so we are going to break these highs, 95% chance, 99% chance really by this indicator. When the RSI swings low, the stochastics get low, and then we had our Fibonacci on top of that. I showed this over and over again, but I just love showing it because I was tried and true about this. And I even when we were here, I looked at it. I basically showed it for weeks on end. And if you learn this with me, you learn one of the strongest signals in the game. You can use this for the rest of your life. Don't you understand? You don't realize what you just learned because it happened to you. Like you saw it happen. Like I just showed it to you and then it happened. And you may or may not have traded it. It doesn't matter. Your subconscious mind has this stored now. A year from now, weeks from now, you're going to look at a chart and you're going to see this exact setup and you're going to be able to long. And you're going to long with confidence. It's going to change the way you trade for the rest of your life. You understand? And that's why you want to watch someone that's been doing this for a long time and really kind of get ingrained with how they do this. Watch the flow. All these other people, I don't know what they're doing. I'm a real trader. This is what I do. It's my life. All right? I'm making thousands of dollars a day over here. Hey, don't blame me. Hey. Like yesterday was a big day and it was a Saturday. Over $5,000 intake. Paid. Took the money and ran. You see what I'm saying? Much love from Dubai. I can't believe we didn't meet in Dubai, man. After all that, I forgot. So busy. It's so crazy. You're the one person I wanted to see in Dubai. I'm not a smart man. Please just tell me when Bitcoin will hit 200K so I should sell. Nah, you guys are funny, man. I never sell Bitcoin. That's the hardest thing. But I never sell BTC. I just buy it on the absolute lows. Whenever there's massive fear and everyone's bugging out like we were at 10, I buy it. Right? So I've been buying Bitcoin and these lows, this low, that low, anytime there was fear, and all down in here too. And I even called the bottom for you if you were watching my channel. Anyway, who cares? It's about what I can do for you today, not what I've done. But I do have a track record. I'd like to show my reputation here. So I've been calling for this bounce, hidden bull, and so that's why we're going to continue to the upside. We're also going to go to the measured move, which is the wick to the wick. And Bitcoin is going to ascend to $130,000, $140,000. All right. Exactly. Yeah, so I don't sell Bitcoin because I never. Now, if I bought Bitcoin on 109K at the highs, then fine, I'd be chasing. Right? But my biggest buys are always at the lows, and we don't really revisit those. Like, is 50K coming again? Highly unlikely Bitcoin will ever go to 50,000. So if you have 20 Bitcoin, you got $1 million right there sitting pretty. For the rest of your life, you're going to have at least $1 million in your savings account. If you have 20 Bitcoins or more, you're going to have no stress. And we're almost at 100. We're at 100 now, so now you got 2 mil, right? I'm just saying. All right, 20 Bitcoin would be a nice number to go for. And then Bitcoin gets 13 million. You're sitting on like 260, right? You're sitting on a fat stack of BTC. So I see Bitcoin continuing. I don't see a dead cat bounce. We will get pullbacks. People will bug out when we pull back. It's going to happen. So we've had a big run. We've even consolidated on the 3-day. We continue to push. But look, the 3-day even looks bullish to me. But now you are at a resistance. You pull this down. You can see there's some resistance at 106,000. You know, we're getting to this topped out area. And you look at the daily, and the daily's finally showing a red candle. However, it does have some massive wick back to the upside since we dipped a little bit. But we're getting overbought on the stochastics RSI. We've been up there. And even this is a set of different, people don't realize, but it's kind of a divergence. When this is a very, very uptrending trend, and this trend up, like your RSI trends up, but not half as harsh. It's the best way to say it. Like that's a far more sharp. That's a bearish div to me. It's a type of bearish divergence because they will intersect. If you keep pulling this, and to me, divergence is when these lines will divide each other. That's what divergence means scientifically. See, I broke down what this stuff is, not exactly what I've been told. That's the difference between someone who deep dives and someone who just listens. Autodidactic. Can you learn from what you've been told? Autodidactic. Look it up. And, you know, can you basically reprogram your brain? Neuroplasticity. All right, I'm teaching you big words. Write them down. Neuroplasticity, get it in. I can show you how to change the way you think about yourself and the world. The next thing you know, you won't be the same person. Oh my gosh, you're actually someone who deserves to be rich. Oh my gosh, yes, before you didn't deserve to be rich because that's how you thought. Oh my gosh, the way you think changes how much you can make in life. Oh my gosh, it does. You'll never make more than you believe you are worth. Say that again. I'll never make more than I believe I'm worth. If you only believe you're worth a couple mil, then that's it. If you think you're worth a couple billion, then that's it. I think I'm worth as much as the universe could ever even send my way. Right now, I'm going for $1 billion, and we'll go from there. You know, I'm sure once I hit $1 billion, I'll be able to figure out a way to make another one. I've never stopped. So, progress, push yourself every day, and it's not about me, it's about you. I just want to free you. I want you to understand that this is your life. Every single day is your moment. And if you stay positive, stay amazing, push yourself every day, you're going to have an amazing life. But if you stay negative, get down on yourself, talk negative self-talk, you're going to have a tough life. Do you want to struggle or do you want to enjoy every moment? It's up to you. It's your decision whether you want to do one of the other. So Bitcoin, I wouldn't be surprised if 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days of sideways price action. We talked about it down here. Remember? I remember when I drew this here. I said, listen, I wouldn't be surprised if we went sideways here before the big pump. And then I called this like broadening rising wedge, which is insane. I don't even know how I called it, but I did. I saw the fractal. We even drew a fractal on it from over here. And it looked like it was gonna whip. It was the same exact, you know, and look, a shoulder, I had a right shoulder, made the bears think a right shoulder was coming. Same idea here, made the bears think a right shoulder, they all shorted. And then when it didn't make the right shoulder, this thing rocked. And it was an absolute squeeze. Look at that. And we were all over it. Shout out to anyone that took the trade with me. And it's just my strategy. Sideways price action above the 200 when the 21's coming in. Like, it's just, you know, it's all you had to do. Anyway, so I see Bitcoin likely going sideways here. And all we wanted to do is have Bitcoin stay above 102,005. That's it. 103K, 103,000, 102.5. That's all. All right. Autodidactism, you know, self-study, self-teaching, the practice of education without the guidance of schoolmasters. Amen. Amen. Man, I hate when I get like water in my hair. Gets itchy. Okay. So I see sideways price action. The 21 would like to catch up with price, and it would like to do it modestly. you know? It doesn't have to touch it. It can even just kind of start there, and then we can rip it up again and start to rip. So this makes sense to me that we would get some sideways price action, and Bitcoin just wouldn't go out of control. You know, you can see it too here on the 22, on the 12. We're overbought. We've already kind of closed tweezer tops now for the first time on the 12-hour. 22 is got a tweezer top too as well in about 8 hours. The 8-hour has closed the tweezer top, you know, in a pretty big one. You see, and then we wicked to the top, but didn't make it back. And then here we are on the 4. And the 4 hours got bearish divergence too as well. So I'm not saying we're going to dump. It just looks like we're going to just go sideways here for a little bit. Find our way, kind of almost make a similar pattern that we made here, maybe just a smaller version. You could be making an uptrending flag like so, and you're just going to come down, and it could be something like this. I don't know what's going to happen, folks, but I do see a pullback. I don't see a monster move right now. And it is a Sunday. We pumped Saturday, and we pumped throughout the week. You think this week might be a red week, or at least sideways, and then just obscure alts are going to rip. I see a lot of altcoins in the DeFi section about to take off. I'm talking Lido, right? I'm talking anything that had a nice, you know, pendle. We're talking Aave. We're talking Sui Lend, Send. I see a bunch of these coins because people are going to jump on it and begin to, you know, because if you can get in early on TVL now, if you start getting in now, and then the market starts to, you know, not only do you get the pay, you get the push, you get the money back, you know, the APY, but you also get the appreciation of price action. It's like the best time. If you buy the bottom of an altcoin and then you stake it, there's just almost nothing better because you're getting residuals while you're getting residuals. It's just, again, and I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say you should be taking the financial advice. I'm just saying when I've done that, it's just been the best feeling in the world. I'm gaining on gains. It's like, it's compounding every day. It's like the true, it's like there's never been a better compounding game than DeFi when done right and correct and not caught off at the, if you get caught up at the end though, that's the thing about DeFi. You can lose it all. And then the price action and it's, you know. So we got the bearish divvy on the 4-hour, check. We got the daily away from the 21, check. However, we're ultra bullish and we do have some support at 102.5, 102.6. So can we just kind of go sideways here as we get ready for our next bigger move? It would make sense. Bearishness would be the 15-minute would lose this 200 MA. That's the first thing that would happen here. And it could happen. You can see there's a bit of a, looks like a bit of an M here. All right, you got a double top. There was resistance at 104.8. You know, 105,000, 104.8. And so we'd lose the 200, and then we would start, you know, some type of dump. You can see liquidity would be waiting for us there at 99 and $101,000 on the VRVP. These are the levels you'd be looking at. This could definitely happen. You know, it's not 100% bullish here. So I see either sideways price action or a dump for the day. I don't see a big pump for Bitcoin. Yesterday I woke up, did the update, said I see a pump for Bitcoin. And what happened? We got a pump. I called it, right? Today I don't see it as such. Now, and everything could change. What if, you know, you kind of see how I'm flagging this out here? You know, there's a chance this is an ascending triangle, you see? You got to be open-minded with me. Can you see all the things? You know, we're playing chess here. The guy can understand the chess player, the fastest and the best makes the most. But this is the idea here, you know, can we bounce and get tight? That could break on out still. So I'm open-minded, but it's more likely we go sideways or possibly down when I really look at the chart. So only time will tell here on this, and it's also a low volume Sunday. After massive gains yesterday, I wouldn't come back in and start trading today. You know, smart move would be to walk away today, and that's what I'm going to be doing. You know, I told you I dedicate this day to my family. I do my update, and then I spend the time with my kids and my wife. You know, we spend a lot of time together, but Sunday is a guaranteed day for them. You know, the charts just can't get in the way. So we're looking for a bounce here for Bitcoin, you see? This is really what we need to see. We got to get the bounce and go sideways. And that will take 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 hours, really. Otherwise, we're coming down here. Then if we lose the 200 on the 15, we're headed to 102.6. We lose 102.6, we're headed to 101.5, 101.300. So that's your day, all right? Again, I could be completely wrong. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. Maybe Bitcoin just rips out of nowhere and goes on a massive pump. It's just very unlikely. Look, you double topped at 104, 105, 104.9. 1, 2, you hit resistance. Now we're kind of finding our way. And there was bearish divergence too. So crazy we got that massive pump we did yesterday. Yeah, so I would be observing price action and not jumping on in. Ethereum looked good, but tight. Let's look at the trade of the day. The trade of the day yesterday, KAITO. This thing went on a massive run to 197, just ripping out the flag, and we want to see more of this. And so what I'm doing is I swung trade Popcat, I swung trade KAITO, and I'm tempting to swing trade virtual. I may just jump on out. But I could see this doing damage on the beach and continuing here and headed to 245. Bitcoin goes sideways. It's going to let these altcoins rip again. Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance as it continuing to let go. Nice little dump out this bit. We kind of saw this as a descending triangle. Hey, look, it played out as such. And it actually hit the target. Crazy, right? Now it's trying to pump back to the upside and get a little love back. Wow, look at that bounce back for Bitcoin dominance. So, what happens is people make money on altcoins, and then the people that didn't buy enough Bitcoin, they want to buy in. And there's just a lot of buy pressure on Bitcoin now. It's just crazy to see that dominance bouncing that hard. But that is your previous resistance, so you're getting, some support there. We wanted to make some type of bear flag and continue down. I'll be honest, I don't see alt season just yet. Would be surprised if Bitcoin kind of rips back up, retests, and then goes on a tear here. I would not be surprised. So we'll watch this closely. But it's still like Bitcoin's day, and there's still so many people that wish they got into Bitcoin. You can feel it. The FOMO for Bitcoin is heavy. It's very, very heavy. And what a move. We went to 105,000. We were just at $74,000 BTC. That's crazy. Follow me at CryptoLifer33. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I'm the one with the check, the one with the blue check over there. There's only one Sam Price at CryptoLifer33. And we made 4K in 3 hours on a Saturday. I could teach you how. It was unbelievable what happened. We made actually more than that, but I didn't want to be too rude, But on that exchange alone, But man, what a day it is to be alive. I'm just still reeling off yesterday's win. So yeah, I'm looking for virtuals to break out. I'm looking for Bitcoin to go sideways, and I'm looking for certain altcoins that have a hot resume to pump. I'm in virtual right now, seeing where it could go. After taking gains out of KAITO. And Bitcoin dominance looking interesting. I got a bunch of setups in the group that you may want to check out. If you go to CryptoLifer.com, you can join the trading group. We make it very simple and easy. Go to CryptoLifer.com, hit subscribe, and then you could join today. You could join a monthly, a quarterly, or an annual subscription. And I'm here all the time, every single day, hanging out. I always got to there you go. CryptoLifer.com, check me out. Great website. See the tools we use. You can learn about me and have a blast. God bless everybody out here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Yeah. Shout out to Weeks, baby. Made these big boy trades on Weeks. I don't know. Is it the yellow color? I don't know what it was, but man, it all played out the way it was supposed to. I love when you make a trade, you see it, you execute, and then you see exactly what you're supposed to see, and it plays out the way it's supposed to. Hey, again, even though I'm a little bearish today, this flag could still play out, everybody. We could still just keep going sideways in the 4-hour time frame, and then in the next, 8 to 16 hours, we could get a massive pump tonight. So I'll be watching this, and there's a chance I jump on in. I'll be watching it closely for sure. Bitcoin. The 4-hour doesn't look bad. The 4-hour says, hey, maybe there's some more here. Happy Mother's Day to Mrs. Price in heaven. She gave us the gift and an irreplaceable man. And we have to thank this lady from our hearts. People like Sammy come in package too, man. God bless you, man. Thank you. And I have a twin sister. I love you, sweetie. They're so cute. Yeah, and there's a full moon coming. Last night it looked like there was a full moon. Let's see the next full moon here. It should be like you know, the flower moon or one of those, you know. And look at this, I got it right. I remember this. The flower moon will occur May 12th. So tomorrow night at 12 p.m. GMT. Isn't that the abundant wildflower blooms that appear during this time of year? Yeah, we have so many beautiful flowers. So many beautiful flowers. So Bitcoin tripping. You know, you could see it wanted to pull back here. And it looks like it's going to. And then we're watching that 15-minute 200 MA. Very closely. Look at that. It shows the M pattern. So crazy. You know, it's so funny, man. All charts. They'll show you the patterns. You can see them yourself. But yeah, I mean, if we can't get a bounce here, looking like we're going to get the bounce. And if we get the bounce and we keep going sideways, then that 4-hour flag is going to be enticing. And it's going to be, you know, this is going to be the trade. Something like this. I was looking at it already. I was going to go 83,000 for 263,000. See, look. Look, I have the trade right now, 70 grand for 270,000. That'd be one of my biggest trades of my life, you know. I don't know if I'm ready to lose 70 grand if price action goes down by just $1,000, you know. But that's big boy style, right? I'll dull it down, but that's if I full ported this puppy, all 88,000. I could turn it into 277K, right, on this one move. $116,000 Bitcoin. Again, I don't know if I'm going to go that hard. And again, don't go that hard. You know, don't. One step at a time. You know, small wins add up over time. And then you don't have to take a huge hit like that. Right? So, would make more sense for me, you know, 13,000 for 49. I mean, that's pretty sweet. 1,400 for 5,000 would probably be the trade I take. You know, something like that. You can see the funding rate here as well. It's going up. Actually, oh no, down a little bit, which is good on those, you know. YFI looks interesting on the radar. So we're looking for this bounce for Bitcoin. And when we get it, we can kind of sign a relief that we're going more sideways for the day and not taking a dump. Right, it starts to drop, then there could be a dump here if we lose the 15-minute 200 MA. That's what we're right here. That's what I'm looking for. So only time will tell. I have it all kind of set up, but I'm looking for the bounce right now. Possible scalp here. Now, if we bounce, let me see. Is the 1 minute crossing the 200 or something? No. 5 minute will, though. The 5 minute will cross the 200, and then you'll get a bounce right back to the upside. So far, so good for Bitcoin. You know, sideways price action, and we're holding some high levels. Still still above 104K. So I'm more bullish than bearish, but we just gotta, you know, show us some signs of a bounce today here on the 15-minute. That's my update for Bitcoin. You know, I could go over it over and over again, but that's about it. Let me take a look at the chat here and see what's happening. I love the class yesterday morning. I learned a whole lot and already used the information, and it's making a difference. I teared up at your intro. I plan on making a millionaire with your knowledge. Thank you. You will, though. You will, Bill. You will. You teach this old dog some new tricks at 72. I'm just getting started at trading. Thank you. Yes, you are. And you're going to do amazing. You're going to do amazing. God bless everyone that's just getting started in their journey, because it's just beginning. You know, and you got the knowledge. I'm an old soul. So if you're old and you're learning from me, you're just like learning from an old guy. I'm an old soul. I've been around, I feel like, a long time. God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. We are just getting started, my friends. There's a lot coming at us. Stay tuned. Stay inside the trading group. We got a lot coming at you. I'm going to be looking at a lot of different charts and ideas. Watch this M pattern for Bitcoin. Definitely a chance we could get a dump. Is how it's going to happen. Stay tuned. Stay focused. All right. I wouldn't go crazy on longs until we get confirmation. God bless everyone on the live. I appreciate you, and I'll see you tonight at 8 p.m. for Bitcoin and the weekly candle close, back to our regular schedule as everything got dismantled when I went to Dubai. But hey, it was worth it. I had to see the world, and you can't take 14-hour flights without skipping something somehow, some way. But hey, we never missed a stream somehow. We never missed a day. We never missed a day. And even did my double streams on Saturday, the last day I was up at 4 in the morning, banging on them. So the dedication is real. I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for always showing up. I can't wait to see each and every one of you who's coming to Vegas. In Vegas, it's going to be awesome. And remember, always keep the double button out on Sunday. No, I'm just... God bless you all. Have a blessed day. Stay safe. Stay amazing. Stay squared up. I'll see you guys on the next one. God bless.